bags, have them wait for him at the front porch. And you know, I always liked your father.
I know.
No, I always liked your father. You know that. I introduced him.
Oh, you did not introduce them.
The hell I did.
You had a date with him and you stood him up and you sent your sister
But
instead.
that's an introduction. That's what an introduction is. Anyway, he was too old for me, and Violet, shrinking Violet, she couldn't meet a man on her own.
No one ever called her a shrieking
And
violet.
Charlie and your father always got on real well. They used to go on fishing trips together.
I know.
But when Beverly just took off like that without saying anything, without a note even, my first obligation is to look after
You
my
don't
sister.
have an obligation to do anything.
I have an obligation to look after my sister.
You're not obliged to get involved with somebody else's marriage.
Not any marriage, but when they're married to my big sister, I sure as hell do. I be half sister. She knows what I mean. I told her, I said, bye. You pack that son of a bitch's bags and put them on the front porch. You take all these goddamn books he's so fond of, make a big pile in the front yard, have yourself a bonfire. Take all the papers too, take everything and throw it in.
You don't burn a man's books.
Will you stop? You keep contradicting
The man's
me.
books didn't do anything. His possessions aren't responsible.
Well, she didn't do it anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
Of course she didn't do it.
Let me tell you something, Charlie Aiken. You get any ideas about up and taking off, and you better believe
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm saying if you did, you better believe I'd give you about 3 days to get your head straight, that it's all going up in a blaze of glory.
I'm not going anywhere.
If you did.
I'm not.
Well, not that Charlie has any books laying around. I don't think I've ever seen Charlie read a book in my life.
That criticism,
Well,
does that bother you?
I haven't. What's the last book you read?
Oh, God damn it.
Just tell me the last book you read.
Beverly was a teacher. Teachers read books. I'm in the upholstery business. People in the
You
upholstery
can't tell me the last book you read.
This girl is concerned about her daddy's whereabouts. She doesn't need to sit here and listen to us.
Well, I think we're all concerned about Beverly.
Then what the hell are you needling me for?
He came back, though, you know, and they worked things out. He'll be back again. I know he will.
I think this time it's different.
I think so, too.
Why?
Because back then...
I'm not asking you. Why do you think this time is different?
Because back then, I think they were trying.
Which is what I was going to say. Beverly was a very complicated man.
I know.
Stop saying what?
Well, he is very complicated.
But in a kind of quiet way.
Kind of like Charles.
Yes, like little Charles, exactly.
Oh, he is nothing like little Charles.
Just means in that sort of quiet, complicated way.
Little Charles isn't complicated.
I think...
No, little Charles isn't complicated. He's just unemployed.
He's an observer.
All he observes is the television.
So you can't even see Ivy's point.
No.
That little Charles and Beverly share some kind of complication.
Honey, you have to be smart to be complicated.
That's our boy. Are you saying our boy isn't smart?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
What's the matter with you? Your cousin is very smart.
I am sweating. Are you sweating?
Yes, I'm sweating. It's 90 degrees in here.
Feel my back.
I don't want to feel your back.
Feel it. Sweat is just dripping down my back. Feel it.
Oh!
Put your hand.
Oh, God damn
Oh, sweat is just dripping.
it. Ivy, let me ask you something. When did this start? This is with the shades, taping up the shades?
Well, that's been a couple years now.
My gosh, has it been that long since we've been here?
Do you know its purpose?
You can't tell if it's night or day.
I think that's the purpose.
I don't know, but I don't think it's healthy.
It's not. You need sunlight.
You know which one of them decided on it?
I can't really see Dad taking the initiative.
No, I suppose not. I don't know about you, but I find this whole setup depressing. You know, a person's environment. And what the hell? Is this an Eric Clapton album? Vi's a Clapton fan? Don't do that.
The body needs sunlight.
It's nighttime, and this isn't your home. You can't go into somebody's place and start changing.
Do you believe it's been 2 years since we've been here?
Well, he said they checked the hospitals, but no Beverly.
This is the highway patrol?
No, not the highway patrol, the sheriff, the Gilbo boy.
Gilbo? Don't tell me C.J. Gilbo was the sheriff.
Not
here now.
C.J., his boy, Dion.
Oh, I was gonna say.
He went to school with the girls, Dion did. Was he in your class, son?
Barbara's class, I think.
Is that right?
Who's this now?
C.J. Gilbo is the boy we grew up with. Mean little son of a bitch, juvenile delinquent.
Well, his boy, Dion, is the sheriff here now.
C.J. was the preacher's son, and
Say no more.
you know how they are.
You remember he went to the penitentiary.
That's right, for killing, what was it?
A boxer.
For killing this man's boxer dog.
Well, his son, Dion, is the sheriff here now. I sent you that subscription to the LPOAS for Journal Capital. Don't you read it?
No, I don't read
So
it.
that you Tulsa big shots can keep up with us small town folk.
No, I don't read it.
Well, if you read it, you would know that his boy Dion is the sheriff here now.
What hospitals did they check?
Oh, he rattled off a bunch of them.
What else did he say?
The mostest.
Mom.
He said they sent a sheriff down to the dock to see if he'd been there, and Beverly's pontoon boat was gone.
Oh, no.
But he said they'd had a couple boats stolen in the last little while, so he didn't think it proved anything. But he's worried about it.
But you think there's a chance there's loaded the boat onto the trailer and took it out of there? I mean, if he was going somewhere else.
Trailer's out by the shed. I saw it when we pulled up.
Oh, excuse me, Dad. Can I trouble you for another beer?
God damn it, she's not a waitress.
I know that.
Well, then get your own beer.
I'll get it.
I don't believe you. Sitting here watching the baseball game and drinking beer. Don't you have any sense of what's going on around you? This situation is fraught.
Am I supposed to sit here like a statue? You're drinking whiskey.
I'm having a cocktail.
You're drinking straight whiskey.
Just show a little class.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we need to sit here crying in the dark.
Well, since you got everything all figured out, let's just party down.
Mattie Fae.
Have that Indian gal whip us up some cheese conies and call a few friends.
Ooh, a cheese coney sounds good.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you smell something cooking?
Yeah.
Come with me to the kitchen. Let's see what it
You
is.
don't need me. I got the royals on.
Oh, just come with me.
That's not good news about that boat.
Did you call Barb?
Yes.
When'd you call her?
This morning,
What'd she say?
she's on her way.
How's she getting here?
She and Bill are coming.
Is she driving?
I doubt it.
Why?
Boulder's a long way.
Is she bringing Jean?
I don't know.
Well, what time did she say she'd get here?
She didn't say. She just said she was on her way.
Well, what did you tell her?
I told her Dad was missing.
That's all.
Is there anything else?
Well, did you tell her how long he'd been missing?
5 days?
Did you tell her that?
I think so.
Well, what did she say?
She said she was on her way.
Damn it, Abby, what did she say? Was she irritated? Was she amused? Tell me what she said.
She said she was on her way.
You are hopeless. God damn your father for putting me through this, for leaving me to handle this. You've seen that office of his, all that paperwork, that mess. I can't make head or tail of it. Hired this Indian a week ago to look after the place for some goddamn reason. Now I got a stranger in my house. I don't know what to say to that girl. What's her name?
Johnna.
He always paid the bills and made the phone calls. Now suddenly, I'm supposed to handle it? You know this place is falling apart. Something about the basement, or the sump pump, or the foundation. I don't know anything about it. I can't do this by myself.
I called Karen.
What'd she say?
She said she'd try to get here.
She'll be a big fat help, just like you. I need Barb.
I don't know what Barb's gonna be able to do.
What did you do to your hair?
I had it straight.
You had it straightened. Now, why would anybody do something like that?
I don't know.
Why did you do it?
I just wanted to change.
You're a pretty girl. You're the prettiest of my 3 girls, and yet you always look like such a schlub. Sit up straight. Why don't you wear any makeup?
Do I need makeup?
All women need makeup. Don't let anybody tell you different. The only woman pretty enough to do without makeup was Elizabeth Taylor. And she wore a tongue. Sit up straight.
Mom!
Oh, your hair is straight. You don't wear makeup and your shoulders are slumped. You look like a goddamn lesbian. You're a pretty enough girl. You could get a decent man if you would just spruce up a bit. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not looking for a man.
Well, you should be. Everybody needs somebody.
I'm not looking for a man.
Look, there are a lot of losers out there. Don't think I don't know that. Just because you had a bad one.
Barry wasn't a loser.
Barry was an asshole. I warned you that right from the start, didn't I? First time you brought him over in that stupid little electric car with that ridiculous orange beard and that turban.
It wasn't a turban.
I just don't understand some of the choices you're making. You're 43 years old.
44.
44 years old. And maybe you're past the point of having children. That's okay if you don't want any. But aren't you interested in finding a husband?
A husband and Paul Husker.
You don't meet people where you live, you meet them where you work. You work at a college. You can't tell me there aren't people coming through the door of that library every day.
You want me to marry a student, some 18-year-old boy from one of these 6 towns?
They still have teachers on the Tulsa campus, don't they? They did when your father taught there.
Barry was a teacher at TU.
Yeah, environmental studies. Barry was a loser.
He wasn't a loser.
Well, he dumped you, didn't he? That makes him a loser.
He did not dump me. It just didn't work out between us.
All right. All right. I'm sorry, I'll get it straight. But maybe he wouldn't have dumped you if you'd worn a little makeup. How many is that?
I wasn't here. Is your mouth burning?
Oh, like a son of a bitch. My tongue is on fire.
Are you supposed to be smoking?
Is anyone supposed to smoke?
You have cancer of the mouth.
Ivy, I have enough to worry about right this minute without you getting on me about my smoking.
I'm not getting on.
Just leave it alone.
Are you scared?
Of course I'm scared. And you're a comfort to me, sweetheart. Thank God one of my girls stayed close to home. My generation, families stayed together.
That was a different time.
Oh, no kidding. Did you call Mattie Fae?
Aunt Mattie Fae is here.
I know that dummy. Did you call her?
I thought you called her.
I guess I did. I don't remember.
You got a lot on your mind.
She means to come in here and tell me what's what.
I don't know how Uncle Charlie puts up with it.
Well, he smokes a lot of grass.
He does?
He smokes a lot of grass.
Grass? You say grass.
Well, what do you call it?
Hey, are you into Clapton now?
What?
Eric Clapton. You have an Eric Clapton album.
Oh, I've had that forever.
I've never seen it.
I like it. It's got a good beat. I am not old, you know.
What's Jean doing?
Smoking.
I wish you wouldn't encourage that.
I haven't encouraged any.
I don't know, just something a little funny about the way you say smoking, like you admire her for getting hooked at 14.
Are you ready for this?
No, no way.
Well, take a second.
Damn, it's hot.
Wimp.
Oh, I know it. Colorado spoiled me.
It's one of the reasons we got out of here.
No, it's not.
Hey, you suppose your mother's turned on the air conditioning?
Are you kidding me? Do you remember the parakeets?
Parakeets?
Oh, I didn't tell you about the parakeets? Well, she bought a parakeet for some insane reason, and the little fucker croaked after about 2 days. She went to the pet store, raised hell, and they gave her another parakeet. she went back, got another. That one died too. So the chick from the pet store came over to see just what in the hell this serial parakeet killer was doing to bump off all these birds.
And?
The heat. It was too hot. They were dying from the heat.
Jesus.
See, these are tropical birds, right? They live in the fucking tropics. What were these people thinking?
What people?
The jokers who settled this place? The Dutch, the Irish, the Germans. I mean, who was the asshole who saw this flat hot nothing and planted his flag? And we fucked the Indians for this?
You know what they say, genocide always seems like such a good idea at the time.
Right, you always need a little hindsight.
Anyway, if you want me to explain the creepy character of the Midwest, you are asking.
Hey, but please, this is not the Midwest, okay? Michigan is the Midwest, God knows why. This is the plains, a state of mind, right? Some spiritual affliction, like the blues.
You all right? I'm fine. Just got the planes.
Don't. What is she doing? Smoking a fucking cigar?
She's coming. You ready, kiddo?
Yeah, sure. You're precious. Okay. I'm sorry, hot flash. Okay. Here goes. Mom!
Oh my God, Barbara! You gotta give me some sugar! Oh, Bill, you lost weight! And look at this one! Come here and give her that fatty face some sugar!
How you doing,
Hey,
Charlie?
no, Billy. Man, you have dropped some weight, haven't you?
Oh my gosh, look how big you are! And look at your big boobs! They're so big! Last time I saw you, you looked like a little boy!
Good to see you, Uncle Charlie.
Oh,
You too.
I can't get over that one. She's just too much. Come here, Bill, give me some sugar.
Lovely to see you, dear.
Yeah, same here.
Same here.
Come here. It's okay, Mom. I'm here. I'm here. It's okay.
No word then?
No, it's okay, Mom. I'm here.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna
We
do?
can talk about that, okay? Now, have you seen Bill and Jean?
Yes. Hi, Bill.
Hello, Violet.
Oh,
I'm so sorry you're going through this.
well, I'm just so scared.
Of course you are, poor thing.
You've lost too much weight.
Hardly.
Yes, you have. Oh, and look at you.
Isn't she something else? Look at her boobs.
Here we fall straight out my tits now.
They're just so darn big.
Hey, Faye.
Aren't you the prettiest thing? Thank you for coming to see me.
No problem. Ivy, I didn't see you up there.
It looked crowded.
God, you look good. Doesn't she look good, Bill?
Yeah, she does.
I love what you did with your hair. It looks great.
She had it straight.
I know. It looks great.
Hi, Jean.
Hi.
Barbara, or Bill, it doesn't matter which. I need you to go through Beverly's office and help me with some of that paperwork.
I was going to
Do that, Mom. We're here for a while.
No. Now that desk of his is such a mess, and I get confused.
I'll take care of it, Violet.
Which room are you guys
Oh,
staying
we
in?
have to get back tonight.
You're going back?
We have to, Vi. We left in such a rush. We didn't get anyone to take care of those damn dogs.
You're gonna drive that hour and a half tonight?
Oh, not the way Charlie drives. Anyway, I know you want to spend some time with these girls.
Well, can't you call someone to take care of the dogs? What about little Charles? Can't he do it?
Well, I guess he could.
You can't either. We have to get back.
Maybe we should call him that.
We talked about this.
I know.
You got all these people here and not enough beds.
You could stay at Ida's place.
Yeah, sure. I've got room.
We talked about this.
Y'all can figure that out on your own, okay? So, Mom, Jean can stay in the attic.
No, that's where what's-her-name lives.
Johnna. Who's Johnna?
The Indian that lives in my attic.
She's the what?
Hey, Johnna. Welcome home.